Started with underground cable. Here we'll see a few points. So we'll first see construction of cable. We'll see about various layers. Then we will see difference between core resistance and insulation resistance and its dependency on L. We'll do a small comparison between overhead and underground cables. Then we'll look at electrostatic stress, where we'll look at voltage formula. We'll see how increasing electric field will break the insulation, its dependency on dielectric strength of insulation. Then we'll look at concept of grading. Then we'll see two cases in grading, considering Fs fixed. If we change Emax, what will happen, and if we change dielectric of insulator, what will happen? We'll see those two cases. Then we'll look at a capacitance calculation, most economic radius of core, and then we will look into how we will be able to do three-phase capacitance calculation, CS plus 3cc, how we are going to find CS and CC using three different cases. And then we'll look into losses. So I square loss, dielectric loss. In dielectrics loss, we'll be looking into delta, tan delta, and then we'll look into shear armoring loss. So coming to the construction part, underground cable is made up of a couple of layers. So firstly, there will be a core, and insulation will be there protecting the core. Since insulation should not get damaged, we'll have a metallic sheath protecting core. Outside metallic sheath, to protect metallic sheath from corrosion, we will have a bedding. Then there will be an armoring. So you can also think like bedding is a layer between metallic sheath and armoring, which are made up of steel and aluminum to protect them both from colliding and getting corroded. And protecting armoring, there will be a serving. So serving and bedding will be made up of jute or hesins. Armoring and metallic sheath will be made up of aluminum. Now let's talk about resistances. So resistance of core is what we have learned from childhood, that is rho L by A, and resistance of insulation is rho upon 2 pi L ln Ra upon Rb, where Rb is the far distance and Rb is the near distance. So one thing to observe here is rho R of core, resistance of core, is directly proportional to length, and resistance of insulation is inversely proportional to length. Then now comparisons of overhead line and underground cables. The major difference here is GMD of overhead lines is greater than, much greater than GMD of underground cable. That will cause L of overhead to be greater than L of underground cable. That in turn will cause Z of OH to be greater than Z of underground cable, and so Pmax of overhead would be lesser than Pmax of underground cable, and so the stability and power transfer capability of underground cable is much more than that of overhead cables, overhead transmission lines. Now moving to concept number 3, that is electrostatic stress. So electrostatic stress E is given by lambda upon 2 pi epsilon naught R, and V at a point can be written as electrostatic potential at a point into Ra ln, जहाँ जाना है Rb, जहाँ से शॉर्ट किया है Ra. Okay, so one can see that if EA increases, if V increases, EA will increase, and EA is directly proportional to dielectric strength. So if EA surpasses the dielectric strength of a material, that will cause insulation breakdown, insulation failure. Okay, concept of grading. Now one thing we know, that electric field will not remain same at all the places. Okay, electric field will reduce as we go further. So keeping same material at all places is cost wastage. Okay, we need to reduce the cost, and so we do grading. We grade different material at different places. So one material will have permitted as epsilon 1, epsilon 2, epsilon 3, let's say. And if you want to find a potential difference between AD, then what you will do, you will individually find AB plus VBC plus VCD. And how will you find? For example, you want to find VBC. How will you find? EA जहाँ से EB जहाँ से शुरू करा है RB ln RB upon RC. Now let's say we want to calculate VDC. Okay, VCD. Okay, VCD. So what we'll do, EA, not EA, so sorry. What we'll do is EC RC ln जहाँ जाना है RD upon RC. So since every material is different here, we will calculate individually and then we will be adding. In this there are two cases depending upon safety factor Fs. Fs is nothing but dielectric strength upon Emax. We need to keep this Fs to be constant. So either dE can be variable or Emax can be variable. If Emax is variable, what will happen is, this one is variable, lambda is going to be anyway constant, Dmax, this term is constant, this is variable. Okay, so what will our equation comes out? Our equation will come out in terms of Emax. Okay, Emax epsilon 1 R1, Emax epsilon 2 R2, Emax epsilon 3 R3. So only thing we need to remember is formula for Fs. So Fs is nothing but dielectric strength upon Emax, and formula of Emax. Okay, Emax is equals to lambda upon 2 pi epsilon r. Either, so this would be fixed. Depending upon what is variable, we come to a conclusion. Okay. Then comes a topic of capacitance calculation. So here comes two branches, single phase and three phase. Before that, most economical radius for core. So most economical radius would be R upon E. Okay. For single phase capacitance calculation, formula is pretty simple, 2 pi epsilon naught ln d by r. For three phase, suppose this is three phase, what we'll do is we'll convert this delta to star, so that will become 3cc and cs. Okay, 3cc and cs. That comes out to be net capacitance would be cs plus 3cc. But now the cs and cc both are variable. To find out cs and cc, we have three possible combinations. We will either bundle all those three cores. If you bundle all these three cores, let's say you are bundling all those three cores, okay, this will go, so this will go, this three CS will become parallel. Now when CS are parallel, CX will be nothing but 3CS. So when 3 core are bundled, CX will be 3CS. When 2 core are bundled, 2 core, so it will be CS plus 2CC. And when 1 core is bundled, it will be CS plus 3CC upon 2 is CX. Okay, you will have either of two informations. From these two equations, we will be able to calculate CS and CC, and then we will substitute in this formula. Then coming to losses, there will be three kind of losses: I square R losses, dielectric losses, and sheath or armoring loss. So armoring loss, sheath loss is nothing but eddy current loss. It will be minus d lambda upon dt. I square R loss are known. Dielectric loss is nothing but V phase square omega c. There is one factor getting added, which is tan delta. We are calculating it for single phase anyway. So VPH square omega c tan delta, where delta is angle between IC and I, and load angle will be phi between IR and I. Okay, so delta is the angle between IC and I. For three phase, you will be multiplying it with a factor of 3. Okay, that's all. So to wrap it up all, In UG cable, we have seen construction. We have seen that R conductor is directly proportional to N and insulator is directly inversely proportional to L. We saw that the overhead line GMD will be much greater than underground cable, and that's why Pmax of overhead will be much lesser than underground cable. Then we saw electrostatic stress lambda E is equals to lambda upon 2 pi epsilon, and then we saw V at any point is E at that point into R of that particular point ln of R upon जहाँ जाना है RB, let's say. Then we saw concept of grading. In that we have seen concept of FS, safety factor, that is equals to dielectric strength upon E, where either of that can be constant or variable, and we will have equations in the one which is variable. Then we saw capacitance calculation, single phase, three phase, CS plus 3cc. We saw three condition bundled, Cx is equals to 3cs. Then we saw two core shorted to sheath. In that we saw Cx is equals to Cc plus Cs plus 3cc. Sorry, two core shorted माने 2cc plus Cs is equals to Cx, and single core shorted मतलब Cs plus 3cc upon 2 is equals to Cx. Then we saw for most economical condition, radius of core is equals to R upon E, where R is the radius of sheath. That's all for this particular chapter.